The dollar versus Canada moved sharply to the upside. In fact, so high it took the price above the 2020 high to the highest level in 22 years. I'll talk about that move and what to look forward to going forward, perhaps from a technical perspective, perhaps, because who knows. So let's get started. I don't mean to be so flippant or discounting my look at this from a technical perspective, but with all the headlines coming out of Canada and the U.S., that could potentially lead to lots of volatility in this currency pair. So be aware, be prepared for that. If you don't want to trade that volatility, don't trade that currency pair. So let's take a look at the technicals. I got to look at the monthly chart to start off with. Why? Because we moved above this high price from 2020. That level came in at 1.4660. And in doing so, we moved to the highest level going back to this month right here, going back to 2003. That's a 22-year high, folks, for the dollar versus Canada. But since then, we've seen a rotation back to the downside. And you can see that the price did move back below the prior high going back to 2020. So that's a step in the right direction, or potentially in a maybe we've gone too far direction. We'll take a look at the hourly chart to make a judgment on that. So if we go to the hourly chart and take a look at the sharp move from this low that we saw on Friday, just Friday, but folks, to the high price that we saw in trading here today, the price decline off of that high came all the way down toward the 50% midpoint of that move. Sometimes I like to put on a trend type move that we see like we saw on in the move to the upside from Friday. I like to put the 38.2 to 50% as a level that if we hold the 50% retracement, that keeps the buyers in play. And indeed, the low price that we saw on trading here today did hold the 50% retracement. We've seen a rotation to the upside. Now I'm going to put another horizontal line coming in at 1.4660. And that level comes in right around here. You can see that that level was the old high going back to 2020. So that's close enough. You get the idea, right around here, 1.4660. So we did a gap to above that level. We came down to that level right through here, and then broke through that 1.466 level right here on its way down toward that 50% retracement level. Since then, we are back above that level. So the buyers are trying to keep the bias going in this direction to the upside. Watch the 60 level, watch the 38, watch 50% retracement as target support levels now going forward if this buying momentum is going to continue in the dollar versus Canada. If we start to move more with more momentum again back below these levels, that would take some of the steam out of the sharp move to the upside that we saw from Friday's low to the high price that we saw in trading here today. So be aware of those levels. That's how I would play it in trading here today. So there you have it. My technical look at the dollar versus Canada after 22-year highs were made in this currency pair. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.